Displaced by Israeli attacks on their border village, Ali and his mother have found refuge in the southern city of Hasbaya. His mother needs a stable supply of electricity. For her, a matter of survival.
There is electricity here for my oxygen and more safety.
The Israelis hit the government power station, so the electricity to our home was unreliable, and the bombing only increased, so we had to leave our home.
Israel's attacks in southern Lebanon have hit not only Hezbollah targets, but civilian infrastructure. Ali remembers the war in 2006 that crippled Lebanese society, causing nearly $3 billion of direct damage.
When there is a full-scale war, there are no limits, like what happened in the July war in 2006. They hit the infrastructure, the bridges, and the power stations.
Lebanon's infrastructure is already in shambles. The cost of basics like electricity and water have skyrocketed through 5 years of a severe economic and political crisis, in part because the state can provide only a fraction of what's needed. An all-out war would likely mean the unsustainable short-term solutions keeping people barely afloat could completely collapse. Last year, Lebanese families paid more than 40% of their household income on power bills. Many people feel they're at a breaking point.
Not only the price of electricity goes up, the value of the Lebanese lira has fallen, so everything goes up in price, except our salaries, which stay the same.
Part of the problem is that the government can only provide a few hours of power per day to most families. It means most people have two bills, one from the government and one for local diesel generators, controlled by a private network of profiteers, which the government fails to regulate.
Every service we are paying for, we now pay multiplied by 10 or more.
The generators supply up to 60% of Lebanon's power.
After the economic collapse in 2019, the electricity was completely gone, completely cut off, and people were relying on diesel generators for 20 hours or more.
Dr. Najat Saliba, a government minister and atmospheric scientist, has conducted research which shows diesel generators have doubled the risk of developing cancer in Beirut.
We realized that the contribution of diesel generators' emission is huge, and it's really toxic.
One crisis fueling another, with Lebanon's most vulnerable being put at further risk by a war on its border threatening to explode. Randolph Nogel, TRT World, Beirut.